Okay, hi. Hope it works. Yeah, hey, Spade, or Belial. Nice to see you. That must be super late for you. How's it going? Six AM, just woke up. Baby woke up me, anxiety kicks in, so here I am. I remember... Yeah, you were talking about a child, but I guess I haven't seen you for a long time. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, anxiety, I cannot even imagine. I'm doing okay. Nothing has changed for me. Nothing serious. 2 months old, yeah, we have talked a long time ago. That's been a while. So you have a son. What's his name? If it's not a secret. I'm curious. Find out who's in the union books. Raiden. Isn't this a normal name? In English? Or unusual? Yeah, I know. I actually played it. I played this game, so yeah, I know this character. But I don't know if it's a... like ordinary name or unusual. Interesting name. It also sounds like Raiden, like a Japanese thunder. Not too common. I've only met one, so not too common. But you've met someone. Yeah, that's a cool name. Also like in Mortal Kombat. Raiden. Yeah, I've been just playing Disc Elysium. That's actually nine sisters gifted me this game. It's an RPG, but it has no combat. It's an RPG without combat. You just talk with people, investigate a crime. Garde has told you some unruly Union men gather in the mess hall of the Whirling and Rags. They are not there today, but most likely they will eventually show up. I pronounce Raiden. Yeah, I think it's like from Japanese, Raiden. Let me check out. to be sure. If it has hieroglyphs. I'm curious. Yeah, Raiden. It means thunder and lightning. Raiden in Japanese. Both thunder and lightning together. It's a very serious name. Elysium. Why they call him Mr. Lightning? Yeah. His name actually just reveals his identity, if you know Japanese. Central furnace. A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony. Oh, Kim, what is this thing? Is it the furnace? Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney. Opens the door and gingerly peeks inside. No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats. Yeah, look inside. It's dark and grimy here in the darkness. You can hear a chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other near the smoke chamber upstairs. Oh, by the way, talking about Belial, I was just watching BlizzCon before the stream. They announced, finally announced the new Diablo game. That's pretty cool. I have spent too much time in Diablo, previous Diablo games. A lot of time. Hey Courtney. Face Furnace. Hi Courtney. What are you doing? The lieutenant asks when he sees you climb halfway inside the furnace. I'm hallucinating. I'm not sure, Kim, but I think I can hear someone talking upstairs. Wait, really? He looks up at the ceiling. We should investigate, see if someone upstairs. I only played the original Diablo 3 and a bit of Reaper of Souls. Usually people like Diablo 2, the second one, most of all. But I liked the third one. I spent a lot of time on it. Oh, by the way, it was Halloween yesterday. Do all English-speaking countries celebrate Halloween? By the way, like on Australia and Canada as well? Is it popular everywhere in English-speaking countries? I really don't know. Mirror your hands with coal. A lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands look ancient. Success. Feel the spirit of remote Karsai, ancient hero of Grad, passing through you. All that's left is to cover your face in war paint. Adramut Karsai, smear your cheeks black with coal. Very dangerous stripes appear onto your cheeks, telling stories of your wild soul. What are you doing? I am the reincarnation of the ancient Ilmaran warrior. Please wipe your face clean, officer. Success. No, you're a proud warrior. Keep it. That's a very, very high chance. A lot of them do, but England and Australia tend to try and dismiss it. But it's growing in Australia. I see. I didn't know. Success. These 3 stripes give you strength in this dangerous realm. It would be foolish to remove them. We explore in this dark place, and I need the protection my war paint affords. And this protects you? This is traditional war paint. It will grant me safe passage with the spirits that guard this place. Experience. You went all the way out to see your costume. Some kids even crossed the road with their parents to avoid me. What was your costume? Any specific character? Or something original? Kick it with your foot. That was stupid. I lost health. I guess this option is only available when you have a lot of strength. Let me load the game. That was super stupid. Still in my questions, yeah. Ah, Bloodborne style. Kinda Victorian, Lovecraftian, occult.
Heavy metal! Down.
Hey Betharian, hi. Oh, you've been playing Diablo recently, right? Have you watched they announced the new one? I've done it already, so I'm clicking quickly. Chat and Diablo 3 were going crazy about it. I can imagine. Ice bear fridge. You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost and the bear's eyes are glowing red. What is this thing? It looks like a giant ice bear. The lieutenant doesn't answer. His eyes are glued to the animal. A sharp slice of light shines out from its mysterious belly door. Crack open the door. A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun. Relax, Kim, it's just a fridge. Of course, just a giant ice bear-shaped fridge. He relaxes his hand, his face bathed in the harsh light of the open fridge door. Let's take a look inside. The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. Fridge is huge. They put the baby note of bat suit as well. Oh. You get a camera and microphone. Did you buy it? Oh, you found it somewhere. Take the note. You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets, keeping it on the door. Examine one of the ice cream wrappers in there. A friendly carton bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge. What is a giant bear-shaped fridge doing in an abandoned cellar in the first place? Good question. Looks like an ice cream fridge. The lieutenant reaches for one of the wrappers. He studies it in the light. So, they try to sell ice cream from this hyper-carnivore? I know, says the lieutenant. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day. The lieutenant points at the red snaky cable running from the fridge. Still working. We bought it. We found it in a dumpster. It would be pretty lucky to find a working web camera in a dumpster. But who knows? An ice cream maker defrosted and unplugged. The flashlight casts a strange shadow. There is a hidden doorway here. Two rusty rifles are hidden above the piping. They look inoperable. Someone has stuck some busted guns beneath the ceiling. Hole in the wall. A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in. What kind of camera? I have Logitech web camera. Yeah, I guess the same as Betharian. This one. Logitech 1080 something. Probably the same. But I cannot really say I'm using it. But I have it. Where are we? Look around in the secret room. Oh, you bought the same one. It must be one of the most popular ones. I know a lot of people using it. Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. He points up at the rifles under the ceiling. Must be an old weapons cache. Look, there is a hole in the wall. Shine light on the hidden compartment. There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside. The hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look? Okay, I do. Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spider webs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away. The rifles came. The lieutenant steps closer, curious. Are these any good? Inspect. Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest, but one catches your eye, a bolt-action model with a fine wood stock and better cosmetic order than the others. My microphone is called Blue Snowball. Yeah, the same company, but Baron has Blue. But Snowball is like more budget, cheaper. It's in the shape of a ball. So it's round. Take it, you're a police officer. Police officers carry guns. Take the rifle. An old Belle McGrath from the Revolution. The lieutenant notes with approval. His eyes are gleaming. seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way. You got the same one. Oh, yeah, mine is black. I have a black one. So you have exactly the same microphone and web camera. What does this mean? A rifle here? It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say, might come in useful in the future. He likes this find. So I have a rifle. Antique. So I cannot use it. Maybe I can sell it. Yeah, I can talk to the photo. Handwritten note from the fridge. Incorrect. The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface. Does it say anything interesting? The lieutenant leans closer to read the crumpled note over your shoulder. This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active. Read the note. Someone has scribbled. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy and the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home as soon as possible, it's important. I would do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care. Sally is low, and it's like a Polish L. We both decided to go cheap. It wasn't cheap here. For me it's pretty expensive. You know, price is different here. I wonder who wrote that note. It looks like someone from that radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just left their property line here. Maybe they had to leave in a hurry. That's a plausible hypothesis. Remind me again, what's a filament memory? It belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory. It's like a tape. You listen to disco tapes, right? It's like one of your disco tapes, only for a computer. Success. Like the production schedule you found, only this one's an off-site copy. Only brought 2 of them. Remain silent. Who's the illiterate ginger kid? Really? The lieutenant looks at you, the corner of his mouth curved into a smug grin. You don't have a single guess? You mean Kuno? Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on the filament memory, even if he doesn't know what to do with it. Well, let me check out filament. This word appears very often, but I don't know it. Filament.
Filament.
Filament. So I was pronouncing it right. He would probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter. Do you have any idea where the frozen ice cream maker could be? I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the ice bear fridge. Let's go. It was cheaper to buy a second microphone with a boom arm than it was buying the boom arm separated. That's super weird. Frozen ice cream maker that's still running. Yeah, I should open it somehow. This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on the top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut. So, super difficult to open it. Breaker box. 2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear region. Black one to the ice cream maker nearby. Unplug the cable. Black one. Something close to you dies with a soft electric purr. Why did you do that? It's black and it's not like it's the red one. Because it's black, the color of immeasurable cosmos. I don't know why I unplugged it. I do things without any reason. Because of cosmos. The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything. The electric distribution board now has 1 cable missing. Unplug the giant red cable. At least out of our mix, mine actually looks like a snowball. Insane mesh tank top increases drama. New clothes. Shirt. We're adding conceptualization. Minus suggestion. I don't know which one better. Machine unplugged, but it doesn't help. Still very low chance. Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood dreams. In a distance, you hear water dripping. Success. It's all gone now. You never become a poet. Or an what is this word? Anthroponaut? Isn't considered cheap. It cost me. You can count. It cost me almost $100. And for example, teachers in Russia have a salary $300. It's 1/3 of a month salary. A side window, people's feet shuffling by on the street. Nothing else. Oh, maybe some money. What's that? Yep, some money. That's a very big difference. Yeah. It was the cheapest one at the store I went to. There were microphones in the store at my place. There were microphones 10 times cheaper than Blue Snowball. 10 times. Snowball was 10 times more expensive. It was like second to the most expensive. It was almost the most expensive. There was only one more microphone more expensive than Snowball, and anything else was super professional equipment only for like a music studio producers, which is no reason to buy for me. And I don't know how to use it. I don't need a better one anyway, because I don't know how to use music, but mixers, audio cards. I don't know how to make a better sound. Police work is tough. Take breaks. Talk to strangers. Explore. It was around 50, and the one that both, yeah, as was over 120. I see. Hey 9. Привет. How's it going? Yeah, the Belial's here as well. At 9. You're doing great. Yeah, I'm doing well as well. Playing more Disc Elysium. I have tons of quests. I have found, like, in the bookstore, behind bookstore, there is a abandoned room. It was like a gym, and then later it was a room where people were trying to make a radio board game. There was also a closed refrigerator I couldn't open. Let's go back to the hotel for a second. Maybe I can talk to someone from the Union already. No, maybe tomorrow. Although, that's a new guy. That's someone new. Yeah, I broke it. I lost a bit of health, but I broke it. You gotta spend money to make money. And money is what really matters. They say money cannot buy your happiness. But that just means you don't have enough money. You have to invest your money wisely. You can buy stocks with money. He doesn't want to talk with me. Oh, I did not open a trash container. I have a key. Oh yeah. So, your Halloween wasn't nice. You were actually celebrating Halloween? Like a party? Open the padlock with the key. With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't. Didn't I just have a premonition that there is something in there? Yeah, a tentacle monster. There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow. Your hand is still on the lid. Yeah, open it. Oh, I'll level up. Oh, by the way, they don't show your level anywhere, right? Can you even check out your level anywhere? I haven't found it. I wasn't at the whole point. They asked me not to come to the party because your ex said she would be uncomfortable. I see. Yeah, it's business about ex-girlfriends, ex-boyfriends. Pretty awkward. A party for 28 people. Yeah, that's huge. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste. But just in time, the lieutenant peers in. This hasn't been emptied for over a week. Look under the boxes of the carton. You see milk, an egg rest with one broken egg in it. No, my Halloween, by the way, I was playing Disco Elysium, as you noticed yesterday. So nothing else. Some pasta wrapper. Digging up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste, Soleo cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below and turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however. Looks at the rags. Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers. Grab them. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smells fills the air. The victim's clothes? The lieutenant smells them. Cadaverine odor is faint. These belong to the deceased. They were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. The lieutenant produces a black plastic bag marked evidence from his pocket. Drop them in here, officer. Bag the trousers. Kim quickly searches the jeans. Guitar. Marked blue jeans. Pockets empty, or emptied. He wore them with a belt too. A wide belt. The loops appear a stretched belt. He looks into the container. The belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here. Something slimy catches your eye. Sadly, I missed your stream. I was sleeping. Yeah, no problem. You catched today. Have you watched BlizzCon? Or is not interesting for you? I know you play the Warcraft, but only for a bit. Something slimy catches, yeah, reach for it. Of course. A drab long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus. Bag the shirt. This is military type of a garment, no labor or serial number. This is the kind of ribbed-knit shirt that's worn over light armor. You can seal it in an urban scenario, he nods to himself. Anything more? Success. The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye, but other than that, a thrown out towel, a mug, that's all. New task. Who put the clothes in the trash? Kim says. Alright, we should go to Garty again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard, or that one. He nods toward the red-haired boy behind him. I would advise against confronting that force. Unfortunately, I cannot make a Japanese accent. They mentioned the actual release date of Warcraft Reforged. No, I did not notice, but it should be soon. No problem for you maybe, but I wanted to be there. I'll check all the important stuff tomorrow. Social media anyway. I'd better watch Disco Elysium. Yeah, I'm glad you like it so much. You can actually buy a microphone. You could buy a microphone for 100 rubles, but 100 rubles is $1. It's like $1 and something. You can imagine a microphone for $1. No, it was $100. Привет, Скорпс. Психонавт-интеллектуал. Ну, как ты угадал? Yeah, almost like $2. 130 rubles is $2. What's the currency right now? 65 rubles is $1. But anyway. Oh yeah, we need to ask the kids to put them here. I think someone from the whirling might have been involved, maybe? Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash, the lid was locked, and this establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread. I don't want to ask. I don't want to ask kids. You hear that, Kuno? He thinks you're an infant or something. Тупаким. Музыка кот пропал. Перестань говорить странные вещи. Тут ты чувствуешь психосферу. Это с настоящего детектива. Вроде, да? У меня получилось из странного. Я залез в печку и измазался сажей в печке. Потом вспомнил, что я напоминаю какого-то великого воина, и лицо измазал. Ну, привет, Пекс. The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container. Search the food waste. That's just organic waste. Cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels, mostly. Unidentified sludge and an occasional chicken bone. Thrown for good measure, but hey. Nothing is nothing. Nothing more to see here. What's this? Elbows out, there's nothing more here. What? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny, looks like the corner of something. Pick it out. Damaged ledger. Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but if you can still make it out, forms and notes written in a man's handwriting. Officer, isn't that your paperwork? No, it can be. Oh. Lost an experience. I answered, it was $100. American green blankets. Badger is important. Okay. So it was like a main quest to check out container. Yes. It looks, he points to it, the plastic has the Elysium street grid on it. You have even got an autopsy form. A miserable looking slip of paper sticks to the board. If you don't mind my asking, how could you have left your paperwork end up in the trash? It must have been cramping my style. It has a foreboding quality to it. Maybe I needed to lose it. The great bloodletting to begin. I think I didn't want to be a cop anymore. That's why I tried to flush my cop life down the toilet. Mine was cheaper. Yeah, it's just, you know, countries are different. The trash container connected to the case and your own story. Well, he doesn't know what to say. Empathy success. His eyes express a rare condolence. Then he picks it up. Oh, lucky we found it. You should take stock of what remains, just to be sure. Sam has not made it into the hands of the RSM's adversaries. Organized crime and the like. There might have been police secrets in your nose. Oh, I don't know, man. Sounds like an order. I don't take those. Okay, I'll do that. For those not hurt, to start taking notes in the case, he peers into the trash where soggy cartons and rags stink uninvitingly. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see, or are we finished? The mug. I'm getting that mug too. You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man. Frolicking and I don't know this word. An antique? Only in a social sensibility. Take it. The man briefly glanced at the mug, then returns his sight to the trash. That's one thing on the list. The lieutenant sounds relieved. I think we got it all. Open the lid again. No, there is nothing to do here. So... yeah, damaged ledger. It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board. It is vicious, frolicking. Шаловливый. Да, сейчас запишу. Спасибо. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner. Anything else? There is a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper. Desperately. Sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you. Success. Below the pathetic terror, do not look into his blue heart. Inspect the toilet paper. The clip, white papers, yellow. Smell it. The acidic stench of rotting food has rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience, this base surrounded by a faint air of spoiled meat, the stuff of death itself, and then sprinkled liberally with the citrus zest of toilet cleaner. Look at the clipboard. It's made of dark blue plastic hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back you see the embossed letters RCM. What did you say the color was? Blue. The blue heart. Don't look into it. Shake the ledger. Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Isn't there a hidden compartment? Peek inside. How would I open it? With your hands? U4 size pages hang from the clip, screwed to the top of the board. 42%. Browse the yellow paper. Spectrum toilet paper, maybe. It's just toilet paper. Stick it into the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want. Leave it there, it's cool. Maybe it's kitchen tissue. They look exactly the same. If you want it to be kitchen tissue, it can be kitchen tissue. It's success. It's not though, it's toilet paper. Take it off. Still wet. The toilet paper, I mean kitchen tissue, sorry, peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off your finger and voila, the ledger now looks marginally better. Inspect the clip. An aluminium block rounds the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip. Run your finger across the aluminium. The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. I don't know how you didn't notice it before. Lieutenant, is this one of the hologram watermarks you mentioned? What? He's lost in his own notes. It takes a moment for him to see it. Yes, halogen watermark, used for adding information for RCM property. Interesting, what kind of information? It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue. Success. How many years you've been on the force? He's thinking. We'll have that. How can I read it? Any capable light with the right wavelength will do. Like, for example, all RCM vehicles have headlights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too. Now, so I need to use his car again. I still need to report the missing badge I've lost. This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on. And maybe I can use a flashlight. Okay, he returns to his neatly kept notes. Wait a second. What if I take the light? Flashlight. Yellow man mug. They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. Paper itself is checkered with faint red lines forming short paragraphs. Once in a while there is a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files, commit to paper." Case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if most illegible. What is in there? What are they about? Work, strife, poverty, the Jammer Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51 this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an old naming convention, but there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases. Undertaking not completed, mind you. Success. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average. So he attempted to solve cases but never solved anything. Just tried every week. Is 2 cases a week a good caseload, Lieutenant? Count the pages. I have to open an official case. Isn't there room? Let's ask Lieutenant. Huh? He raises his nose from his notes. 2? Complex cases. To undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it. At least you start making mistakes. 2 cases a week appears to have been my low, Lieutenant. I'm not sure I completed them though. 2? He raises both eyebrows. That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you're making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me. I'm sure I made a lot of mistakes. That's okay, he nods, then turns back to his own case files. We all make mistakes. Oh, success. God knows I've made my share. He tries not to think of them. At least he tried. I guess he surrendered pretty quickly. If it doesn't work out in a few days, takes a new case. Like a fan of Gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, yeah. There was a mention of naming convention here. Yes, the appears you employ, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins, yet still more tellingly most are accompanied by a name. Success. A title, one might say even. One draws inspiration from snoop fiction and vespertine cope show staples. Oh my, and they written in capital letters too. Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural, another The Square Bullet Hole Murders, another yet The Unsolvable Case. More? Yeah, there's more. The guy's on the couch in an unexpected location. It's going to take an effort to piece this case file together, but it can be done later once you're done inspecting them up close. Kim, my cases appear to employ some kind of naming convention. You mean the alphanumeric officer? Precinct, time of arrival, at the scene? That's the one lie. No, I mean a non-numeric one with titles. Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does. Why is that? It's a holdover from the early days of RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things, and it persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves. I seem to have named the case the Square Bullet Hole Murders. Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one. He picks into his nose. The man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still I named it that to amuse myself. He smiles. I pray his loved ones never find out. What happened to him? Rail spike through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident. Hey, process. Bye. I came here to see you again. Yeah, welcome. We're just playing an RPG that consists only of text. There's nothing else here. Maybe you saw it before, but it's pretty new. Only 2 weeks. How's your Nichigo? It's Nichigo. I'm doing okay. Nothing special. I have not opened an official case. Is there room? There is. Though precisely in one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish. Commit the paper. Success. Sadly, the ledger on the comes with an old worn-down lead pencil. It's unfitting of this monumental event. Kim, do you have a pen? The lieutenant looks at his blue notebook. 2 fat shiny pens hang from the blinder of large caliber bullets on an ammo belt. Text-based RPG can be interesting. Yeah, if the story is good. It's like a Planescape Torment or Numenera, if you know these games. Suggestion and success. It's downright incriminating. He has little choice but to give you one, although he really does not want to. He's not really saying anything, just standing there, looking at them. You know, you have to give one to me, right? That is how human society works, I believe. Can I have one? Now that I give this to you, he pulls one from the loop, with resentment. With this beauty, commit to paper. The tasks you have completed. Blow out of the blue oblong pen and the brush, freehand uncannily similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect victim's body. Get the body down. Interview the cafeteria manager. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place. Cross out the ones you have already finished. A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say, and you, and you. So it heals my moral. Nice. Like a feeling of accomplishment. I've done some tasks. So, highs up my moral. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case. Lieutenant, have you by any chance named our case? No, actually, any ideas? The Hanged Man, the Furies are at home in the mirror. The Setting Sun? No, this one is not pleasant. The second is interesting, because it has no sense. Furies? Yes, wow, it's obvious. He doesn't like it. I don't know, I have to be honest. I'm not experiencing the internal strife that refers to and also refers his bro. He chose number 4. Yeah, interesting choice. Декорации, в смысле, это полноценный РПГ. Здесь можно... Я просто читаю свой дневник. Я его нашел только что в мусоре. Здесь можно бегать. Полноценная карта есть. Ходишь, общаешься с NPC. Просто долгие диалоги. Could you make it less poetic somehow? A normal case name, you know? Think, what would that be? A good normal name. I don't want to... This one is too simple. This one is too unusual. What if I choose I don't have another name? Oh well, then maybe I can suggest one. Oh, go ahead. The Hanged Man, yeah. Бутылки собираешь. He really likes that name. That's idiotic, mockingly. The Hanged Man. Way too simple. Nah, I'm not feeling it. Are you sure? I think it's pretty serviceable. Yeah, not feeling it. Okay then, he returns to his notes abruptly. The case doesn't need to have a name. Fail. It actually does. You have offended him. Sorry, Kim. Kim, I'm sorry. Let's name this case again, okay? Fine. He concedes. For inter-district cooperation. Let's try one more time. What do you want to name it? The Hanged Man. Great, that's great. That's actually what I was thinking too, really. Rude Flisby. The Hanged Man. Good strong name. We have a very good name for the case now. You know, Kim has problems with memory as well. That's a lot of experience. Oh, by the way, I have a new level. I forgot. 9, do you have any suggestion? Should I try to increase the physics and motorics? Maybe. Or continue increasing intellect? Something here. Like psych is very high, so without increasing psych anymore, I guess it will work. Anyway, but I don't know really how it works. Physics is pretty low, but I can increase something. Maybe at least electrochemistry. Or maybe perception. Keep some free points to get an extra chance for important checks or to put them in thought cabinet. You mean like wait for an important check and then load the game and increase it to have a higher chance. Perception seems important in general. Yeah, I think so as well. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good. We sorted this out. Have done. Inspect the clip again, wait a second. Logic. Can I read the case files now? Interfacing. I need to save scam, just checking if you fail immediately, put one more point to the skill and try again. When it's white, you can try again if you increase your skill, right? If it's red, you will not be able to try again. Browse the case files again. Nothing here. Browse the yellow papers. In the back you see a thin translucent copier paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes like marching armies. This look like official forms, waiting to be filled out. Success. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out, according to type of form. What types of form are there? 3. The topmost are misconduct fines, the middle ones are station calls, and the bottommost are filled autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of. You don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police work. Field autopsy. A dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the perimeters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in age. So it doesn't do anything. These are quite sinister in tone. Give a date and time for the person to appear in a specific precinct police station. Misconduct. Ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1000. Okay. No, experience. Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines or wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys. Endurance success. Oh, I got healed. Interesting. What delicious power hid within this pathetic mess. You feel better. You're facing. Let's try logic. Can I read the case files now? Check failure. And it was higher chance than interfacing. It's possible, yes. Easy, no. You need to come up with a small archaeological system to reorder the remains of your past works. At the moment, all they do is fall apart in your hands. Some days, and the numeric titular system is all you have. Wait a second, I will check out how to pronounce this word.
Titular.
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 Titular. Titular. I'll be back in a minute. BRB. Interfacing is used in many places. You can try this option and level it up as well. By the way, Nine, have you watched any German TV series? Ты смотрел какие-нибудь вообще немецкие сериалы последние месяцы? Что-нибудь смотрел? Вдруг Open the hidden compartment in the clipboard. Oh, yeah, that's success. The two sides of the board appear slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off the slides if you bend the plastic on your knee, slowly. The slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just, slide the drawer open. Wait, somehow I don't want to. Put the ledger away. Wait. What are you waiting for? Just... That's because you know where this leads to. Necktie says, that doesn't sound like it's gonna be fun. Slide the drawer open. Without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open. What's inside? 2 ticket stubs and handmade postcard. Pick up the ticket stub. 2 octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in a colored pencil drawing. The tickets permit access to the zoo and the ravish show list. The aquarium costs extra. This lets you go there too. Pick up the card. What? Kill yourself? What's that option? Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue. Smell it. It smells of chewing gum, apricot flavored. Oh, success. A touch of cinnamon. The end of summer. You think the label says Tutti Frutti. Open it. Aurai, I just recently found the website of a TV channel. Some shows are restricted to only German and Austrian region, but some are available in Russia too. So I watched a comedy series about a married couple fighting all the time. Did you like it? Is it like a sitcom, like How I Met Your Mother, or it's without laughing in the background? It's more serious comedy. Familiar handwriting lines on the inside of the card, looped round letters in a woman's hand. A young woman in her 20s. There is care, effort, and a smile, you think, although this is not something you can read from someone's handwriting. Harry, it begins, you're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy. Throw it away, please. But it will make me happy. A merciful wind blows in from the Bay of Revachol, dusting the ground at your feet, and raising newspapers far away. Feel the card slipping into it. What was that? Throw the card in the wind. Item lost. Just like that the wind picks it from your fingers. Cold that let go. The wax paper rustles, a whisper light and low. And the sudden gust raises the postcard to the drizzle. Grey sky above, away from you. Pure success. A small piece of paper dances above Martinez. Above slow waves crashing ashore. And the war-torn houses. And the new battlements nouveau. Alike above you, looking up to the grey sky with your hair greasy and wet. And above the distant streets and the 881, even above the old fish market and the church, its material existence is lost. This great city will pocket it for you, for your own sake. Forget about it. Evolution, success, not for yourself, for the people of Revachol. Authority, for the 80,000 under your jurisdiction. Says, under Precinct 41, where typewriters file long into the night, and officers walk the great steps and the bridge, long after the court has landed in the cold shore waters, its writing dissolved, material disintegrated. Item gained, ledger oblivion. You just threw it away. I thought I threw away some note, like one page. Did I throw away the whole ledger? Because I really thought I'm throwing away a page from it. It's not a sitcom in a classic way, no, but it's a comedy show, like Russian modern comedy shows. Nothing special, but it's to understand. I see. I haven't watched Russian television for a while. But I used to watch it late zeros, early tens. How do you even say it? You can solve crimes if you throw away evidence. One little evidence. Not important. That was a letter from somebody, but I didn't care to read it. Here depends on your decision. Your ledger will get some stats. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, let's leave with this decision. Oh, by the way, I just noticed today, if you spell leave backwards, it will be evil. Interesting. What was in there? Caustic echo. No, you should not have thought back at it. Now, some of it is in your mind again. You never threw the letter away. Look at the ledger again. The ledger of oblivion induced mental health was just as shabby as the damaged ledger was, a bunch of stolen papers, sacks from the clipboard in your hand. The ledger of oblivion is a special item that can be used both as an interactable item and a tool held in your hand for equip effects. You can find it under Tools section. Also, I now have a Caustic Echo. +1 volition, power move. You mean stats if I have it in my hand? Plus authority, plus suggestion, minus Inland Empire. It's actually good, because Inland Empire is the highest I have, so minus to it will not bother me, I guess. You just learn that. Mohaha, elementary learnings. So leave means to be evil. Caustic Echo. Good on you to have thrown that sleep to the wind and walked away, saying not today, Dark One. I don't need your keepsakes. I am not curious. Let the past disintegrate. Let it sink wash off into the Bay of Martinez. You are through with it. There is no terrifying splash of stomach acid to fill you with dread. No caustic lack of air. You haven't lost anything. Incredibly precious. Too precious to name. You got stuff on the stick. All you need to do is keep that stuff balanced on the stick and everything will be fine. If you read the letter, you get plus inland and empathy, but less authority, if I remember it correctly. You clearly are a maniac. Plus inland. So, I don't need plus inland, yeah. And empathy. So anyway, you get stats for psych, which I have a lot. I need a plus for intellect, actually. But also that evil cannot exist without living. Yeah, interesting. Я так понял, то есть пока она изучается, этот Caustic Echo, пока она изучается, я получаю плюс 1 к Volition. То есть ты имел в виду, что можно, если я провалил Volition check, я могу нажать изучать и смогу попробовать еще раз, да? It's always psych anyway. There was also something else I haven't tried. Slide the hidden drawer open. That's a weird choice. I don't know if I need it. I need to increase logic, by the way. What about cop? That's just a racist mock. There's quite a lot to read and to hear. Actually, look at all that content. Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about the broken tossed away mock that you dug out of the garbage? Свободными скиллами откатывать чеки, чтобы снова пробовать, или тратить их на открытие ячеек. Да, это я понял. То есть... про это я понял, да, я могу прокачать сейчас, получается, логику. И смогу еще раз попробовать этот чек в журнале. Значит, а этими штуками нельзя пробовать еще раз, да? Так, подожди. Мне же не нужен новый уровень, чтобы... Или мне нужен... Мне нужен типа левел-ап, чтобы прокачивать вот эти штуки тоже. Редко дают плюс стат. Обычно они в минус убирают что-то на время изучения. Да, много их тут. Ладно. This mug is an example of tragedies. I'm going to use it as an example of what not to do. I'm going to push this into the face of every merchant I find and tell them this is your inane ideology. 3 ячейки сейчас, остальные надо открывать за скилл-поинты. Я понял, значит, 3 бесплатно. Я понял. Спасибо. The mug will be useful, but denouncing it. I can earn political capital to mask my bad as hustling. What? The mug didn't belong in the trash. It was just a funny mug. Can't anyone laugh anymore? It's interesting. Understood. You're that kind of detective. Why don't you get back to your case? Wanna get into that mug token again. But it will not happen. The mug token is exhausted. It is time to return to work. Okay. Racist maniac. I just have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, ask Kuno. Hello, Jan.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
Wasn't folded stick and items. This one? Handkerchief. Production schedule. Rifle and pen. I love that kid's voice. I hate it. It's the worst. The only character I don't like. Какой именно? Ручка. Да, я у Кима отобрал. Я нашел немножко денег. Да, теперь 8.42.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
About the crime scene, you kids often play in this yard? Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little...
Right there, criminal scum.
You never took pen from Kim. Yeah, He has 2 pens, but he was very reluctant to give it to me. That was a precious pen to him. And my ledger was super dirty. The ladder, ever climb it? What about Dead Man's Clothes? Kuno doesn't know anything about it. I need to know. It could be a lead in the investigation. Someone may have tampered with the murder case. Listen, listen, he stops you. Kuno doesn't care about this small time stuff. Just listen. Dumpster diving. Your size, good price, 500 real. Wait, I asked you what happened to his clothes. You must have seen them lying. What a rake is. Kuno's not a gardener. Alright, entertain me. This is a Faun Modulars. Liquid Fit, Performance, Crotch, Urban Survival stuff. Made in Mirova by scientists. Pans scientists. Believe it. You need it. He unzips his jacket to give you a quick peek at the plastic wrapped pants. Oh, success. This could drastically improve your chances of survival in the urban wilderness. But I don't have 500 real. Coach physical instrument endorses these pants. They are taut and ready. They will also make you into an idiot. Let's talk about it later. Look, Kuno ain't seen stuff lying around. He points to the cadaver. Now, you want performance gear or not, Grandpa? Might be interested. I'm gonna steal your money, Kuno. New task, buy a found pants from Kuno. There is more to his distrust than being a pig. He was threatened by something obscure in you. What that is, however, remains a puzzle for now. Show them the mug. What? Mug in the trash? Is this about the clothes again? Yes, does the racist mug have anything to do with it? Oh yes, does this adequate depiction of a self-Samuran man have anything to do with it? Oh yes, does this quaint, better not taken out of its historical context mug have anything to do with it? Actually, talking about this makes me uncomfortable. Use this one. Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that false brain. Adequate depiction. So I guess it was a racist answer. He whispers excitedly. You saying you pigs are after the mug? Cause he's in the clothes? What? Can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder. That's exactly what I'm saying, Kuno. Someone has tampered with the crime scene.
What is it? What is it?
Courtney, you know a lot of commands now. You probably know more commands than anyone else. That's tense, he thinks for a moment. Someone's going to the beat-down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator. He nods in approval. Kuno doesn't know who put that stuff in there, and if he did, he wouldn't squeal, but if you find out, maybe you can. Stop turning into a pig, Kuno. They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching. She lets out a hiss, even meaner than before. I'm too excited about knowing the commands now. There's no command to point at some extreme racism happening. I'm trying to be not racist. If I'm being racist, that's accidentally. Let me look. Kuno jumps back. Get your bacon stuff away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popper. Hero stuff down and out of Kuno's face. The ladder. Ever climb it? You try and get Kuno killed? So, you would say that the ladder is unclimbable? I have I remembered some people change this word for flip. Like flipping. I have heard a few streamers say flip. Like flip doesn't Kuna know. Kuna's not a flipping acrobat. Sounds weird. The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook. Value for some reason doesn't work. Or maybe a cooldown. Try again.
I'm a warrior. I'm gonna win.
Yeah, it was cooldown. What's in the greenhouse over there? Dunno. Hold on. The gardener used to work there? Yeah, that's what Kuna said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuna can't take it. He fills his lungs with the rancid air. His eyes get a little watery. Wait, what did you mean by kept? Look it up in the library. Kuna's not a flippant dictionary. He shakes his head. Flippant small brain. Kuna means the gardener, alright? You mean the young woman by Berlin Rags, that gardener? Look. Kuna doesn't explain stuff. Kuna just says. He looks at you in the eye and nods, as if agreeing with himself. Yeah, her. Kuna, there is a stack of Aeternite back there. Does he know what Aeternite is? Or Eternite? A roof and chimps left behind. Oh, there it is. That strange feeling again, as if that was more than meets the eye about that pile of roofing material. You can hide it. I see without vision, with my inner eye. So, you say, but I saw past the veil. Yes. That's very confusing dialogue right now. Don't I have a single normal thing to say? You can hide it. Inner eye? What are you talking about? He loses his cool for a moment and starts yelling. Ask me a normal question. They are trying to make you feel stupid. No, empathy. Back down from Kuno, so it's very low. You're losing it.
You underestimate my power.
Yeah, that's from Star Wars, I guess. Yeah, I'm losing it with the game together with detective. At least I have a lot of health, and even some medicine. Oh, let's discuss the body. Where's the rest of his armor? Kuno doesn't give a stuff about the armor. How come? Oh, he's a mutant. A mutant? Look at him. He points to the body. Growth hormone stuff. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. He draws his temples with his fingers in some strange aggressive gesture. What do you mean you threw it away? Gonna try to get the helmet on. It was too big. He performs the kickoff on the imaginary helmet. Gonna kick that stuff in the sea, rugby style. You threw it in the sea? Yeah, it means nothing to Kuno, he repeats. Kuno doesn't give a stuff about material stuff. Kuno's a flippin' monk. Mouse-touched Union guy. A jolly troubadour at the gates. What do you mean, troubadour? You know the jolly Union... Yeah, came around talking about cows and some other stuff. Came around pretending like he cares about cows. Oh yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's flipping crazy about that armor. Okay, I have found out something new. Drama success. Curious, my liege. Why did Kuno feed you this information? And you just telling me this out of the kindness of your heart, Kuno. Yeah, Kuno's doing charity today. Kuno Day. Kuno feels sorry for you too. Loser pigs. Kuno's doing pity now. Still seems suspicious. You may have it for that guy. Or maybe you're paranoid. That is also a possibility. Сварил сливочное пиво. Вопрос зачем? Даже я не знаю. Я настолько не в курсе, что это такое. Я не знаю, реально ли это что-то. Или то, что ты выдумал только вчера. Сливочное пиво. Just do what Ishk does and say the latter. F. Worst character of them to talk to. Yeah. Drives me crazy. Flippin' crazy. Из Гарри Поттера? А. Я как-то не особо обращал внимание, что они там это пьют. Никогда не замечал. Хотя смотрел несколько раз и читал. В детстве. Мало сахара, так сливочно. Ishkariot usually says swear words in English. Usually. He is not afraid of. Have you seen anything suspicious around? Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. There are contusions all over his body. Did you do that? What are you talking about? What is this? Can touch on stuff. He grabs his head like it's suddenly hurting. He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again. A contusion is a bruise. I'm talking about the marks you stones left on the corpse. Yes, that's what I'm saying, you stupid. I hate words too. Let's go. I don't want to talk to him anymore. Ever. Now there's a check I need to do later. I need to talk to Gardener. Прочитал все книги как лох, так и не увидел. Ты читал детскую книгу. Это детская книга. Ты того же самого ожидал, когда читал Незнайку там, например. В первый же день нельзя, да, поговорить с этими из профсоюза. Нужно поспать. Да, я прохожу очень медленно, конечно. Но читать вслух это долго. Kim, how do I turn on the headlights? He turns the preheater on, waits, takes out his keys and says, "Alright, ready. I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater." Success. He's downplaying his excitement. The lieutenant's more than happy to show off his precious carriage. Press it. The dashboard lights up with orange glow. Rounds per minute gauges jump and the engine of Cupri's Kinema comes to life with a whiny growl. Press the button labeled headlights. The lights unfold with a light little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle. There we go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now. Когда читал, нет, а вот когда смотрел, не знаю, как было, не, пожал звездочку. As you hold your ledger clip under the headlamp. Кстати, я почти ничего не помню из прям совсем детства. Например, там, я ходил в детский сад, но я почти ничего не помню. Но вроде бы я помню, что в детском саду нам читали вслух Незнайку. Вроде бы. Это очень смутно. А привет, Тони. Здорово. Так поздно. Ты обычно не заходишь. Уже пол-первого. Я с детства такой. Это уже непоправимый урон психики. Кто-то, да, тут еще маньяк. что хуже, во всем видеть такой эротический подтекст или разговаривать с предметами своим галстуком? 11:30. А, ну да, час разница же. Но все равно. Довольно поздно. As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears, a straight grid and the veins of a great river. Familiar sensation washes over you. Просто обычно. Ты хочешь людей убивать. И нет. Перевели недавно. Я уже забыл про это, что часы переводят. У нас то переводят, то не переводят. Когда как. Live means evil, so I have to kill everybody. Уж хочу убивать, куда вставать в очередь. There she is, Revachel West. There is a note of pride in Lieutenant's voice. Around the borders of the watermarks are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations. Look at the shimmering street grid. The rectangular watermarks is overlaid with the logo of RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachel are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kinemas headlights. Oh wait, look around. Where are we on this? Point to the halogen map. Let me see. He takes the ledger for a moment and inspects it. Right here, he says, his finger near the top of the map, on a segment of coast jutting out into the great ocean. Oh. I'm sure I've seen worse. Oh yes, Coal City, there I am, the burnt out quarter. Look at the perforations. There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows. Tally up the different row. The first row has 18 dots. What about the next one? The next one is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some. Count them individually. There are so many it's hard to count, more than 150 at least, maybe even 200. What about the last one? The last row has 3 perforations. 3? That's it? That's it. Hey Kim, what do all these holes mean? Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of RCM. They are your statistics. As it were, I should have guessed you keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look. Кто такие короткие платья рисует в детском мультике? Я уже не помню, как там выглядело. Как это по-английски называется? Когда запал на кого-то. Краш, да? Или crash. Have a crash. The first row represents your years of service. 18 years? Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered? Wait, 18 years? I've done this? Get drunk like a megastar? I walked the land, 10 horrors and liars of the end to come. There are 9,855 days remaining. Probably some boring office job, same as everyone else. I feel like I just went around apologizing all the time. Do you really think I have any idea? I don't know, should I stick to the end of the world craziness? Or just go drunk? Yeah, that does seem quite likely. Your youth coincided with some heady days of Revachel, but let's move on. The next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed. That's good. That means finished. We've got, let's see. Whoa, 200? Isn't it a lot? It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 9th percentile of all RCM officers. So you're saying I used to be a super cop? Call it what you want. You were a valuable member of your precinct. Now, let's look at the last row. Right, those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there. I was expecting a higher number, honestly. For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jammer quarter, it's rather tame. I mean, that in a good way. Yeah, and since first grade I was always in some sort of relationship, except for a couple of months just now. First grade? First grade. It's a bit young. I didn't think about relationships, at least until 7th grade. What's it feel like to kill a man, Mr. McCoy? A young woman asks the man across the desk from her. Honestly, babe, says John McCoy, crossing his ankles over a sad desk, I don't feel anything anymore. It's just like bruising my teeth. Brushing my teeth. I do it once or twice a week, and I don't really think about it. There is no trace of guilt in his voice. Kim says, there are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident. It's obvious the lieutenant doesn't think very highly of these officers. But it seems as though you are at least were one of the good ones, so we have that to be thankful for. Have you ever killed anyone, Kim? Yes. It's not a problem for him to state it, however. How do you handle the strain? Everyone has their own method of coping, some more effective or self-destructive than others. It gives you a meaningful look. Never thought about relationships always alone. Ninjas slicing onions right now. First grade, my parents would have slapped stuff out of me. Flipping stuff. I just always had a girlfriend. I guess I was some kind of a very slow kid. Like the first 4 classes, I didn't even think like something like that, like having a girlfriend is possible, like it exists in the world. I'm pretty slow. But I played Mortal Kombat before kindergarten, so I should have started my fighting career cybersport, but it's too late. Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies. Like what? Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now. Maybe I should find a hobby. Why not gardening? You have already got the gloves. He points to your yellow gardening gloves. It's meant in earnest. Please do not mistake it for a jab. Thanks. Okay, let's go. Right, I'll go turn off the lights. He presses the remote control on the key. You can now see your statistics on your journal page, right off the test description. So, our character was a very cool cop. Like one of the best. But something happened. He got crazy. And lost his memory. Maybe he was drugged by someone. Are you trying to say your video gaming life is white? What? My video gaming life is wife. Let's try to report a missing badge. Again. Pick up the radio. Connect me to Sylvia again. Connect me to the 44th Faust. The 43rd. Right, please hold. Then 4, come in. 5, Walker, over. I need to report my badge missing. The lieutenant's eyes go wide. But you said... He shakes his head. Never mind. 9, over. My badge, I can't find it anywhere. Basically, it's gone. 10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to... 10-22, the captain over. Any other good news? He's saying he lost his badge. You what? Lost his badge? Who lost his badge? Dick flippin' Mullen. Who do you think? It's Officer Dick. He tries to speak through laughter. Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity. Ah, the book was based on him. See, he was so good that the book and the bookstore was based on him, actually. Something happened, but you won't probably know because you threw the letter away. It will remain a mystery until I replay the game 20 years after. 40 first. Defend yourself. Immediately, they are laughing at you. Ah, very funny. Who's the Mullen Joker? Come on, operator, tell them to stop. This is serious. Officer has lost his badge. Like I'm the first cop to ever misplace his badge. Can we just move on? I'm gonna get it reported and be done with it. Oh, a lot of experience. Level up. So I have like 2 level ups. Немного накидался, выпил. Башка начинает болеть. Да. Давай там. Спокойной ночи. Удачи. У меня самого голова болела. Просто так. Но я выпил. Типа обезболивающее. No, I doubt it. I think they're just making fun of him. Like he's not an actual cop, as we would say. Sherlock Holmes. Ah. Ну подожди, он забыл свое имя. Он свое имя забыл. А они знают? Они же знают его настоящее имя. Это они сейчас его назвали просто как Шерлок Холмс? Типа... прозвищем, или это его настоящее имя Малленс? Он же никак не может вспомнить, как его зовут. Ну ладно. 10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you're in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over. Let me, Mac. Come here, you've got to hear this. Mullen lost his badge. What's going on? Super Cop here lost his badge. Lost his what now? His badge. He lost his... his flipping badge. Конь в пальто. Они почему-то все обращаются к нему Маллен. Как будто бы это настоящее имя. Ну ладно, потом узнаю. Could you all please just stop saying lost his badge for a moment? Enough of this now, I have other things to discuss. 10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over. The animated conversation in the back is making it difficult for him to hear you. New heights, even for Captain Sober. Ask him. The speaker gasps for air. Ask him if he lost his gun too. Gun? Which I don't have. Sergeant Thorson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over. Success. Check your pockets. Check your... Holy pockets, you don't know where it is, do you? Oh god, it's not here. I don't have my gun. Now it's gone. Not on you. Don't sweat it. Bratan? Bratan? It's Russian for bro, like brother, bro. Bratan. You don't need a gun to have fun. We can still have fun. It's not all over. Ah. Drama. Барн — это персонаж их книги, они издеваются, я уверен. Типа как Коломбо или Пуаро. А, именно так, чтобы игрок узнал меня по-честному? Я понял. Все ради того, чтобы я не узнал его настоящее имя случайно так. Now I know my new strategy for my first game to play on stream. I'll play something with a bunch of swearing, so you don't wanna watch. You don't need to do to make it so hard, like to try so hard. If you just stream at 5 AM my time, I won't be able to watch anyway. Convinced now that you didn't lose your gun. I cannot save the game right now. But I can increase drama, actually, but it's not worth it. Okay, let's try. It's pretty high chance. I'm lucky. I'm sure I'm lucky. Yeah, I'm lucky. Lying over the phone, it's easy. Just say it like it's the truth. And then it becomes it. No, of course, I didn't lose my gun. He says he didn't. Thank God for that. That would have been a nightmare. I don't even want to imagine a poor guy who has to relay that kind of news to the captain. Losing his badge is bad enough. Tell him to find it, and fast. We can't have some gangbanger running around with it. Scared of this fudging Dane wheels. Могли бы назвать просто наш алкаш и лох в шляпе. Но герой-детектив как выдуманный Дик Малин, поэтому они используют это имя. Да, я понял логику. Просто я только что выяснил, что как будто бы до потери памяти он был очень крутым полицейским. Столько раскрытых преступлений. Может быть, поэтому книга была на нем основана, раз он такой был крутой. Он же раскрыл много преступлений. Таким сказал, 200 много. Well, we are glad to hear you've not lost your gun, officer. Do you need any further assistance? Listen, I have actually lost my gun too. This might sound odd, but there is personal details I'd like to discuss. Okay, I hear you. Relay your question. Success. Wait, before you say anything stupid, think it through. I need information, not fear. What's there to think about? You're going to be looking at a straight jacket if you tell everyone you lost your memory. Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone. So, I'm not hearing your questions. Hold on, are you alone in the room? I need some confidential information. Wanted to know if you got my badge description right in your report. Please refer to me with my full name in the future. Да, я видел, что в книжном можно купить про какого-то варвара книжку. У меня денег не было. Washing machine did make a bath cause it's leaky, so I had to clean it up. Oh. Not cool. Are you alone? That's negative, sir. I got a 10-12 visitors present here over. Refer to me by my full name. Repeat message? I didn't get that, sir. Say my name. Stop calling me sir and just use my real god. Flippin' name, will you? What? What is that? What can he possibly still want from us? He seems intoxicated and keeps asking me to call him by his name. Melon's drunk and emotionally aggressive, that's new. Wrap it up, don't indulge in his drunken antics. Have I ever told you about my life before? Well, that's... Does he actually want something, or is he hell-bent on disrupting our work? He asked if he ever told me about his days before joining the RCM. God's sake. Not this stuff. I'll tell him to stop wasting time and be a policeman for a change. Sir, Satellite Officer Vicky Moore says I heard him. Any news about my family? Excuse me? You probably don't want to continue on this road. I just thought you might have heard of them, that's all. Nothing, never mind. It will damage my health. He will probably say everyone is dead. You see, Jazz. Never mind. Do you have description? What is that? He's still on the line? He wants to verify the information on his badge. But of course it says Dick Mullen, High General of the Revolutionary Cavalry Force. Tell him to stop wasting time. Okay, let's conclude. Over. Run your fingers over one of the steering levers. Tap on the fuel preheater gauge. As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in a large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat. Now, that's enough fun with the foldable headlights. I know they're mesmerizing, they're also fragile. I'm not going to turn it on for you again. Close the door. You need a bot with more commands than Flimley. It's like 1,000 commands you need to make. It's impossible. No one can make more commands. Lots of stuff. Mirror, encyclopedia, and electrochemistry. Elevator night perception, Kuna empathy, trash container, music instrument. I don't need it anymore. Isn't it there? You can try. You can try to make more. But there is no reward for that. I'll probably make some stupid commands that only I know. I was making commands because of Turtle Singer a long time ago. Like something like spiders or yeah, spiders everywhere. I have lots of them. I just remembered. Like potato. Add command mini help, not this command. Mini help. Track down your gun, track down your badge, buy a film. Where's the rest of the armor? Go to the harbor gates. Ask the Jolly Mask about the armor. I also need to talk to the gardener.
It's raining again. It was clear just an hour ago.
There are no important dialogues.
Looking for something, Hunt? Huh? Coming to tell me to fuck off again?
Yeah, it worked. You added mini. I found this mug in the trash. He stares at the yellow man mug, and suddenly he explodes. Huh! Oh man, that's great. Look at that guy. Haven't seen anything that funny in a while. Is it yours? He wipes the tears from his eyes. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine. Let me see the soles of your boots. Been admiring the Stumper's run? He grins. Sure, I can demonstrate them. He lifts up. He lifts up to show you his left foot, then the right. Look at the sole. On the bottom of the man's boots you see an intricate tangle of treads with no immediately discernible pattern. What's up after your soles? It's Ravishul. Where did you get boots like that? Custom made. Cost me a pretty penny. He rubs the back of his golden hat. Successfully removed mini. You'll see when the time comes, officer. He grins and caresses the side of his boot. True patriots carry Ravishul in their very souls. Technically, you're stomping on Ravishul every step you take. Heh. Condescending chortle. I knew you people don't understand poetry. Go. Retake. Oh, is it money? Why did you make the commands for Turtle? Just for fun. When I wasn't lazy to make commands.
Welcome to Fripp. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
That was the time you weren't lazy. Just a bit less lazier. What's the magazine she's reading? Before we go on, what is this? Frit.
I don't know. Fripp?
Shrugs. And what is Frit? Why is this written with 3 T's?
I think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't.
Magazine I'm reading.
You mean this?
He looks at the cover, posting a colorful photo of 2 girls kissing.
This is Pop Stars. It's got like famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Composure. Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you. Stupid famous people. I approve of this. Very futuristic. Forget about all that. Well, this is a Fashion Police feature.
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
That wizard looks stupid. You mean her hat? What visor? Yeah, it looks like something like a jester, like medieval jester hat. Who's the numero uno guy in there right now? And does he look like this? Point at yourself. Point to her hat. I bet your hat would take the prize.
No. I don't like it. I hate it.
Козырек. Есть сериал «Острые козырьки», Peaky Blinders, Blinder, но не факт, что это прям прямой перевод. А может быть козырек Blinder. No, I don't like it. I hate it.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
The real. Let's proceed. I have some questions for you.
Okay, I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
Puts down the magazine. Does Frit have a warehouse in the back of the whirling in rags? A warehouse? I don't know. Maybe I don't really care what Frit does. Come on. Give me something to work with here. She looks up from under her brow. Fine, Frit doesn't have a warehouse, just a little back room here, okay? She turns back to her magazine without waiting for you to respond. Козырек от кепки без самой шапки называется на английском визор. Интересно. Козырек фуражки. Да, и визор раньше видел только как какой-то шлем, как типа в играх или фильмах про будущее. Какие-нибудь очки в Звездных войнах там. Can you tell me anything about the dead body? I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so... Did you know the man who died? Not really? Not really? Does it mean you knew him a little? No, I didn't know him at all. How long has it been here? Hasn't been there? I don't know, really long? What do you think happened? I don't know. No need to worry. The lieutenant's voice is soothing and professional. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay? Okay. Scratches her nose. Thank you for your help. She brushes a strand of hair off her face and tries to return to her magazine. Yeah, she's helpful a lot. Can you tell me anything about this reality we're in? Reality? You mean what? Reality? Economic reality or success? She's like a student, unexpectedly called upon by a teacher. Can she answer the classroom question? Yes, tell me about the economic reality. I don't really know anything. I mean, I'm 15. 15 is an excellent time to learn about the economic reality. Yeah, she looks at the clock on the wall. That's why I'm working in Frit, so I guess like that's economic. What about the physical reality then? I don't know. What about it? 15. Yeah, I guess like she's 20 something, but you can't really say by these graphics. Where are we? We're in Frit. No, I mean where are we on a larger scale? As mankind or as a nation, or what will her essay prompt be? As in, like, we're in the world. We're in a Reva show, like on the Incel Indians Isola. I was just testing your knowledge. That wasn't very hard. Folds her magazine back. What time is it? I don't know. Look at the clock. It's right behind you on the wall. The clock shows the time at 10:09. The hands seem to be still. It's apparent the clock doesn't work. What is in the revolution? When ordinary people take over the government and demand democracy? What about the one we had here in Russia? Yeah, it happened like 50 years ago or so. There, I'm not very good at this. History, I mean. The coalition, what's that? Someone told me there is one. Our government? Oh, do you mean something else? Sorry, I really need to finish this article. She taps the magazine on the counter. That explains why she's so stupid. Joking. At least she's better than the Kuno, this guy. This teenager is really rude, but that's not a surprise. Rude? I didn't notice. She just says she doesn't know anything. She wasn't rude. I won't bother you with this nonsense anymore. By the way, there is a Russian word nonsense. Только сейчас понял. Что значит nonsense по-русски? Это чисто английское выражение, типа не имеет смысла, но nonsense. Такую фигню. The flip does Kuno care. So how's this place helpful? Shimmering wall of vices, a colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles lines the shop wall, inviting you closer. That was unexpected. There, in the dark green glass, a world of ruby, all in vain, the great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol. I'm in heaven. I need it all so bad. And this is not a good place for a recovering addict. The clerk looks at the wall of goods behind her. Guess not? No? She adjusts her head. I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health, but I guess you already know that. Oh, that's some choice. 30. Pale-aged vodka, plus physic, minus morale. Plus intellect, minus health. You can sell bottles here and buy booze, medicine and cigarettes. So it's actually useful. It damages my health, but increases intellect? Like, really? Plus 1 intellect? Like, it will be 4? That's very useful. If it works like that. Tell me more about these products. The pale-aged vodka is special, I guess. It's stored in pale for a couple of years, which makes it super expensive and super strong. Like a buff. For some time. Not forever. What is pale? You know, she shrugs, uninterested in explaining it further. Okay, what will consuming this stuff do to my body? She stares at you, unsure. I mean, I already said that it would hurt you. I don't know what else they do. Drugs give powerful bonuses to your main stats, while dealing damage to your health or moral. Cigarettes raise intellect, while damaging your health. Alcohol raises physic, while damaging your moral. I have a lot of moral, like 5 plus 3. I can buy some alcohol. 3 charges. You can use it if you need some extra intellect for a check. Your max moral or HP won't change. I see. Do you sell any under-the-counter vices? No, she fixes her hair underneath her cap. Rate only sells legal drugs, like the law said. Let's buy something. What's the difference between, like, it costs 10 times more, but they both give just physic. Plus 1. Users left 3, yep. I see. Knick-knack stand. You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big treat slogan on the back. A raincoat increases endurance. I have a feeling that you can make motive out of vodka. That may be handy in the future. Hmm. What is that? What is what? The girl leans over the counter to see what she was referring to. It's a raincoat? You want to buy one? Then it's only for real. She taps on the glass counter. The raincoat patiently awaits purchase. Or maybe I needed to pay my debt at first at the hotel. Not to spend money on alcohol. But I have a quest to drink. Somewhere here. Find the booze, yeah. Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics. A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo. Plus health. Ah, it just kills. Oh. 8-ball worked like I had a file. With different a text file with different answers. So you fixed it. Now it works like online. You're welcome. Message read API. Custom API. Hidden wall is. Yeah, thanks. So it's exclamation mark 8. Yeah, it works. I don't know, let's see. Nosafat is a nasal spray. Dramamine is really good painkiller. Magnesium is dietary supplement. Okay. Can you be more specific? She chews her bubblegum absentmindedly. No, sorry, I'm not like a doctor or anything. I'm still a dork, without a doubt. Who is the Saint Baptiste? You know, she nods slowly at the cabinet. The pharmaceuticals company? Plus moral. Okay. Tear machine. The tear machine stands in the corner. Sign says 1 bottle, 10 cents. What is this machine? Huh? The clerk looks up out of her magazine. Oh, that's the tear machine. Yes, but what is it? She knits her brows, confused. It's a machine for tear? You know, you find tear outside, like bottles? Реально? По-английски это тоже не русское слово, или это тара? Это с английского tear. Тара. Какие вообще русские слова существуют? Почему все слова с английского? I just realized tear exists in Russian language. This word. Command add 8-ball outlook not so good. It worked, okay. Now you messed up. Eight ball, did I break it? Command add 8-ball better not tell you now. Yeah, now it works, but pretty weird. In the bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out. Okay, let's go. So you fixed it. I'm done. Yeah, thanks. I really don't know how to... I'm not good with chatbot. Like, I found out how to make simple commands and sound commands, and then that's all. Or like standard stuff like boss. It's just in chatbot already. You need to find and equip a plastic bag to collect bottles. I see. Now there are boss and FFA at the same time. Great. Is this the guy I can fight? I have high physics. Feels dangerous.
Scab?
Call me mañana. Isn't mañana like tomorrow in Spanish? Asks a man with jolly eyes, tossing his head. What exactly is a scab? Yeah, I'm a scab. Poor and downtrodden. Wave your fist. Right to work. I'm cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money.
He chuckles and then realizes.
Speaking of, what brings the RCM here, to the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
Hey, you and the man in boots at the gates. Kuno said you know about the armor. No, thanks for fixing 8-ball. I would never fix it, probably. I've come to investigate a murder. Murder? Huh, that sounds like a lot of hard work. They would never see me investigate a murder. It's actually very fun and easy. You're right, it's almost impossible. I am 91% sure I'll never get it solved. Urban doesn't work anymore, I think. Bot Harrion. Harrion wiped the floor with incompetence. It's your evil clone, Bot Harrion. You were wiped out. That guy looks cool just by the way he's sitting. He looks French. By the colors of his outfit. Whisper, I have no idea what I'm doing. Maybe you want to help me solve it by telling me who did it? Of course. Alicia gives you a sly smile. It wasn't me. You can rule me out. Easier that way. Should we? He's nice. I don't like nice. A worker often temporary, who crosses a striker. Picket line, going to work in place of the strikers. Oh. A worker often temporary, who crosses a striker's picket line, going to work in place of the strikers. So it means it's scab. That's a very specific word. Interesting. So while real workers are on strike, scab is someone who works instead of them. No. Bonjour, monsieur. Hey, you and the man in the boots at the gates. Huh? He smiles. A little... Oh yeah. Did good on his promise. His promise? Get me into trouble. Sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words, not mine. What happened? I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it. Did you? At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can fit the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his... Yeah, he's got his eyes everywhere. The cops in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped the probe right then and there. And it still got me into trouble. He smiles. One bad move is all it takes. So Kuna used us to what? Scare you? The probe into the armor. What did you learn? Detention girlfriend. Political correct naming. I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk union man about some armor. What else? Not much. Technical stuff, mostly. That was the interesting part. What sort of? I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. He explains with a wry smile. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off. How does it come off? In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it on into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw, too hard to remove. So as I count, there are 2 pairs missing, the gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle, more like a job for some militia. Hold up, 4 pieces? Helmet? Yeah, what about the leggings? Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore. If they ever did at all, it gives you a jolly shrug. Forget about them, I did. I'm going to find 1 piece of it. 1 is enough. I'm ambitious, I'm going to find all of it. All the pieces. All of it? The lieutenant raises his brow. There are junior officers out there, eager to prove themselves. I would leave some for them, but okay, let's find all of it. Mesk? Epic then, all across Martinez. He glances south, where the canal runs. I hope it will be a real bonanza for you. It's a minor nuisance, it's all good. He contemplates taking a swig from his flask. Thanks for cooperation. No problem. He finally takes a swig from the flask. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way. He's sincerely grateful. He's not tracking down pieces of armor right now. I need to know what's behind these gates I'm exploring. My friend, I respect the right to roam. The open range awaits. He gazes over the roundabout with a glint of longing. Does this mean you can let me through the gate? I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not... It works. I'm not a grunter of passage. He takes a swig and points up the stairs with his flask. The passage runs itself. That simple? I just walk in? I walk right past Measure Hat. Go in. Yeah, 2.5 meter. Tall Simonese supremacist. There, he points to the breach above the gates. Walk right past him. Right. Then press the button to unlock the door. Then go past him again. Okay. And you enter the harbor through the office. That's that. For some reason it doesn't seem like it's going to be that easy. Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could beat Measure Hat in physical confrontation. Давай. У меня 2 сила. Я не переживу эту физическую конфронтацию. I'm off to bed now. Yeah, see you later, Matherin. Have a nice good night. The Measurehead has the least sensible and the longest text in the whole game. The longest. This guy, which guards the bridge. Вышел. Приключение на 10 минут. Yeah, see you, Betharian. Good night. Oh, you could convert his feminist supremacist worldview. He strokes his mustache. Maybe it's completely impossible. Помогите выпить пиво, я не могу. Если там нету матерных слов в огромном количестве, то это еще ладно. Если там типа этого куна, то у меня сведет с ума. At least it feels like it. He has some sort of race theory which he's eager to explain. That's probably worth another stream. Pretty late. But today. Has anyone here ever bested him in a physical confrontation? Not yet, no. He fixes his eyes on you, evaluating your prowess. He's incredibly strong. Нет, там нет такой лексики. Он типа это... культурный. Расист. Has any of these scabs tried converting to his worldview? Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition. Got it. I'm a bit short on money right now. Can you give me some of it? Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out. He flips a coin towards you. Hand-eye coordination. Try to catch it. Let it fall on the ground. Let's try to catch it. Says, that's lucky. The coin lands in your hand, as if it has always belonged there. Shallow returns. Appreciate it. Always glad to help out in the Elysium. Shame I can't do more. Things are meager at the moment. Due to... He nods toward the protesters. You know, the winter is bad, it's slowly running out and all. Still better than scabbing though. The Union has problems getting by. Nothing to worry about, really. The jam's a bit of a mess. Cargo can't get in or out. The rationing is a bit stricter, though supply ship lost the strike though. Every little bit helps, you know. I'm always glad to help out when possible, not like this. Slithering scabs. Looks at them in disbelief. That's it for today. Yeah, I will probably finish when I finish talking to this guy. Thanks for hanging out for so long, by the way. Sorry for using so many commands. I wanted to know what some of them are. No problem. What's this track about, anyway? You know, serious business. He smiles. I'm sure the big boss would be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first. He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on better footing with the organization. Когда пьют меня не жди. Я, кстати, заходил в Тарков ненадолго. Там патч вышел. Видел, Най? I enjoy being here. Но все равно, с моей точки зрения, как бы спасибо тому, кто потратил свое время, зашел на стрим. Как бы мне стримить несложно теоретически. В Таркове патч вышел. Довольно много контента. Он стал еще хардкорнее. Go to bed myself. I have to clean the whole house tomorrow. Do you often clean the house? Do you often do it? Or you haven't done for a long time? Да, там теперь, если ты за основного персонажа, за своего, если ты был ранен, даже если ты не умер, например, ты закончил успешно рейд, но ты Дошел еле-еле, у тебя была сломана нога, сломана голова пробита. Ты такой и останешься. Тебе нужно в меню будет персонажа вылечить этими бинтами, такими штуками специальными. То есть он не лечится автоматически. Теперь. Marsh coming for a week. From Petersburg. Huh. That's cool. Там новая карта. Говорят, самая большая. За все время, что была. Самая большая карта. Пока что. Убежище. Можно прокачивать свое типа убежище. Это твоя база. Такие бонусы дают. Привет, Лу. Я как раз заканчивал. Как дела, Лу? Не пробовал Lost Ark? Я же... FF Exile нравится. Lost Ark вышел. Похожая по жанру игра. Мне, кстати, повезло. Я даже одного игрока убил. Это бывает очень редко, когда кого-нибудь все-таки убил. Но я одного застрелил. На, Тирагу Сражь Галактики. Ну. Играл, да, скачал. Красиво. Grad factory or of magnets and miracles. A lorry stuck in a traffic jam. This big heavy Grad made machine as well. Captive of such an old machine. Look at the window. Experience. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lowerman's cabin with personal belongings. Stickers, insignia. Yeah, but it's pretty late. Not super late, but I need to go tomorrow somewhere as well, so I need to take some sleep. Have some sleep. Корми кису. Ну, Поя, наверное, самый сложный. Но графически уступает. See you, Courtney. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, have a good night, everyone. Там он еще и Diablo 4 анонсировали. Вообще очень много игр, типа, ну, по жанру как Поя. Ну, не настолько хороших, но вообще много их. Ну, Lost Ark еще трейлер был аж в 2014 году. То есть он не такой уж и новый. Я не знаю, когда он в Корее вышел. Возможно, давно. Там бета-версия была еще, наверное, году в 15-м. Но он чисто онлайновый. В чисто онлайновых играх обычно графика похуже. Ну ладно, извини, что зашел. Как раз когда я заканчиваю. Я пойду уже. Персонаж фейс красивый. Да, только такой азиатско-корейский. Большинство лиц. Да, заходи в другой раз. Спокойной ночи.